tribute to the men and women who serve our country.
News Channel 9's Josh Rowe is live from the Chattanooga National Cemetery. He joins us now to continue our Veterans Day coverage. Josh.
Calvin, Latricia, we are just so excited to have this opportunity to tell you some of the stories about veterans in this area. I want to show you this here at the cemetery. They do this, the Avenue of Flags, every Veterans Day, every Memorial Day here at the Chattanooga National Cemetery. All of the roads around the cemetery are lined with these flags. They do a phenomenal job all year long here. Now, Veterans Day events happening all across the country today. In Arlington, Virginia, President Obama participated in the laying of the wreath ceremony for his final time. The ceremony, a tradition on Veterans Day. Afterwards, the president noted that Veterans Day often follows a hard-fought political campaign. He renewed his call for national unity, saying Americans must, quote, find strength in our common creed. And one of the great things on Veterans Day in our area are the flags there in Ringgold. We talked to one of the volunteers behind that project about why it's so important to him. In 1965, Pete Pettigo was drafted into the Army.
I was 21 years old. Thought I was going to miss the draft, but they got me. But after it was all over, I dreaded it, didn't like it, but after my time was up, I wouldn't take anything for the experience of it.
He says the year he spent in Vietnam was very hard and scary, but the time before and after his tour, the people he met, they taught him a lot.
Seen a lot of things that a country boy wouldn't see. I was raised up and lived here my whole life. The infantry would go out on a mission. They would send 4 of those with an infantry group.
Okay.
And they might stay 2 or 3 days or whatever, and we'd have to go out and resupply them.
When Mr. Pettigo retired 10 years ago, he started volunteering with this project, lining the streets of Ringgold with American flags and crosses, honoring the veterans who have passed away and once lived in Catoosa County.
So many of these names I recognize. Some of them maybe the parents of people I went to school. A lot of my classmates are in this. When I first started 10 years ago, you didn't see hardly any Vietnam crosses over there. Now they're plentiful.
This was all started by a group of veterans in the 1970s. Back then, they only had 19 flags and no crosses. This year, there are almost 1,400 flags and crosses.
You can talk about it all day long, but until you see it, you just can't imagine what it's, especially when it's windy. And the flags are standing out, you know. We encourage people just to come and see it, and it just means so much when you see a name right there and say, here's someone who fought my country.
Pete Pettigo was just named the 2016 Catoosa County Veteran of the Year. Now, they're going to need a lot of help. Today morning at 9 a.m., just go to the City Hall or the courthouse there in Ringgold. They're going to need a lot of help.